Night 6 finals of the 2016 Summer Olympic Games in Rio have just come to a close. I'm Ariana Kukors.
And I'm Joyce.
And we had an action-packed night of finals tonight, as well as semifinals, so let's get right to it. The first final of the night was the men's 200 backstroke, where we saw Ryan Murphy take the sweep of the backstrokes.
Yeah, exactly what we were hoping for. Ryan Murphy with the gold in the 200, following up with his gold in the 100 backstroke. He's probably going to leave this swim meet with 3 gold medals after the medley relay. In a couple days. So absolutely incredible. Our new king, just a great swim. Jacob Pebley finishing outside of the medals with 5th place finish. So still a good swim from him though.
I love seeing the way that Ryan is totally commanding those races. And, he's swimming them like a seasoned pro, like a veteran. And, just the excitement, his family is there. All of the excitement around that has been so fun to watch.
Yeah, that was really 3 200s descend.
Yeah, exactly. So the next final of the night was the women's 100 freestyle, where we saw some exciting things on the USA end.
Oh my gosh. Very historic race here. So the women's 100 freestyle, we had Simone Manuel tying for first place.
Olympic record.
With an Olympic record, with an American record, and this is the first African-American woman ever to win a gold medal in an individual race.
Wow.
Absolutely incredible. And also the first time that a Canadian has won a gold medal since 1984. A Canadian woman.
Wow.
Since 1984. So historic across the board.
That's
and she was 16, Simone is 20, so young kids coming through. A big upset, Kate Campbell in that race, our world record holder. I mean, she just broke that world record within the last month.
Yeah.
So really shocking to see her fall out of the top 3. She didn't even medal. Showstorm in 3rd. Just all around an incredible race.
Really?
I was going crazy.
Yeah,
My heart rate's still up from that.
I know. What is it like for you watching that? Because I was watching your reaction, and I mean, this is a race that you've been a part of.
Yeah. For me, it's not. I don't have any I don't wish I was in the race.
Yeah.
I am so proud that this is the direction that the United States women are taking. And we had Abby Weitzel in the final as well, outside of the medal count in 7th place, but also a strong swim. Overall, it was an incredibly fast field.
Very fast.
And I couldn't be more excited, more proud of those girls.
I love it. So the last final of the night was the men's 200 individual medley, where we were expecting a Lochte and Phelps showdown. And it was one of those races where from start to finish, up until Michael really took the lead at the end, it was really tight. That first 50 was kind of anyone's race.
It was across the board, 8 swimmers after the first 50 butterfly. But Michael, he was actually, I was on Team Phelps. I didn't want to say it, but I was Team Phelps. He is such a seasoned veteran, and he's been on fire at this meet. Lochte hasn't really had the best season. He only qualified for the Olympics. I say only, but in the 200 IM and on the 4x2 relay. So not traditionally Lochte's lineup. But Phelps, this is his 4th gold medal of this games. So I think his confidence is up. You can tell he's just very proud, and I love seeing Michael. Nothing gets me like seeing Michael emotional on the podium, because it doesn't matter if it's your first Olympic gold medal or your 22nd.
22nd, to see somebody who has stood on the top of an Olympic podium, heard the national anthem 22 times, and to see him get that emotional, it just chokes me up.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like we talked about earlier today, Michael has actually become, on day 6, on night 6, he's become our first repeat Olympic gold medalist from London, now on to Rio. So we might see a couple others as the meet unfolds over the next 2 days, but, kind of interesting.
Yeah, really interesting. So there are a couple semifinals tonight that we want to note. The men's 50 freestyle.
Men's 50 free, Nathan and Anthony. Great swims from both of those guys. They're both actually within a 10th of a second of the American record in that race. So 2 of the fastest swims from an American that we've ever had. And, they're seated, I believe, 2nd and 4th going into finals tomorrow night. So that race, it's going to be anyone's race. It's going to come down to the finish, who gets their hand on the wall, who has, the most perfect start all the way through. It's about perfecting it. It's like the women's balance beam in gymnastics. It's trying to get as close to perfection as you can.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that one. Another semifinal to note was the women's 200 backstroke, where we saw Maya Dorado. She now has a medal of every color already, and she's poised to maybe win another tomorrow night.
Yeah, Maya Dorado has completed the medal trifecta. And she's setting herself up very well to medal in this 200 backstroke. Unfortunately, we did see Missy fall out of the top 8, so we won't see her in the finals tomorrow night, and that definitely concludes her Olympic journey here in Rio. But I think based on her press conferences and how she's reacted to this, of course she's disappointed, but I think she's going to turn around and just be the biggest supporter of Team USA over the next couple days, and she'll get through it. She really will.
She will. To close out the night, we saw the men's 100-meter butterfly, where Phelps had the 200 IM, he had the medal ceremony. He gets up. At the 50, he was in 8th place. And then he comes back just in the way that we know Michael can. And I think for him, being able to get his hand on the wall, that's all that mattered today. And tomorrow, I think, is where the real show starts.
I agree. And just watching the series of emotions that Michael went through from, we all know how intense Michael can be in the ready room, to swimming his 200 IM and winning his 22nd gold, being on the podium, getting emotional, having tears in his eyes, getting back in the ready room, getting his game face back on, and then putting together a solid 100 butterfly. It's exhausting just thinking about the emotions that your body's going through, let alone the racing that he's actually doing.
Yeah, well, tomorrow night is going to be an exciting one for sure. But tomorrow for prelims, we actually see both men and women's relays, 4x100 medley relays, which is going to be great. We're going to see Katie Ledecky in action again tomorrow. We have the 50 freestyle for women tomorrow, as well as the 1500 for men. So we're going to be sure to tune into that. But you can keep track of everything on social media using #SwimUnited. And you can follow USA Swimming on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, usaswimming.org, as well as our YouTube channel.
Absolutely, and stay in the conversation with us. I'm at Carolyn Joyce and at Ariana Kukors on Twitter and Instagram. Use #SwimUnited.
Day 7 tomorrow of the Rio Olympic Games. We'll tune in. We bet you will too. See you then.